Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, LMG here, bringing you the Technomancer review. Yeah, the sci-fi RPG by Spider. Actually, they were developers of Bound by Flame and Mars the Warlog, which is actually kind of a prequel to this. But don't worry guys, you won't actually have to play that, because I didn't even know this was that Mars Warlog was a thing until I was playing through this and reviewing it and checking out all the info. As well, it takes place in a different city on Mars. Yeah, this is tapping on Mars. Pretty much after, it doesn't go too much into the lore actually beforehand. Just there were some events, because apparently there is atmosphere on Mars now, but you gotta avoid the sun. Yeah, you gotta avoid the sun, and it didn't really factor in too much. It's got a day and a night cycle, which is kind of weird because you never really see. We'll see kind of glimmers of the sun, but you know, pretty much they could have taken that out. It was a little weird, but yeah, I'll try to keep it spoiler free as I can. But I gotta say, it is probably one of the underdog hits this year. Definitely probably the best RPG I will play this year. Choices do matter. Choices do matter actually quite a bit. This can play out very different ways. I played through the entirety already, and I'll be live streaming this when the embargo goes up. But yeah, choices do matter. Quite a bit of story chunk in there. And actually you'll find, I did find myself in the first part of the mission. You get your first mission and then tutorial, and they go through a little brief tutorial of your 3 stances you can use. I did find it kind of dry, and I was kind of like, oh god, what did I get myself into? But by the end of the first mission, it did have me hooked. It actually does open up quite a bit. It feels kind of dry when you get into it, but once you get in, it is just so good. So good. It does have 4 skill trees. By the time I got into the level, I was about level 40-ish or so. Yeah, level 40-ish. Pretty much you want to specialize in just one skill tree. And just one skill tree. Because, yeah, then you'll be able to kind of branch out near the end. But you'll have bullet points for the... I actually went with the Rogue. Kind of like akin to Dragon Age. That Rogue class. Pretty much dodging, hitting, dodging. A lot of points in poison and electrocute. Stunning my foe. Yeah, I pretty much just dodged my way out of it. I became pretty much an untouchable death machine as well. Yeah, there's a lot of different choices. There are a lot of different ways you can play this as well. Because it has traits you can also use. You can use charisma, lockpicking, exploring so you get more loot. And let's also talk about, one thing first I want to talk about is the currency system. I know I'm jumping around, but I'll kind of just gloss over a lot of points. The currency system is serum, kind of like the lifeblood. And be aware, you can kill monsters and extract their serum. That's pretty much fine. But if you kill people, because killing people, as we'll get on an early explanation early on in the game, killing people will affect because you have karma in the game. You will have karma, and that will. Now the karma will affect the way the world treats you, your companions, etc. The companions are quite good story-wise, and each one will have their own separate kind of quest to help them out with and everything. But likewise, helping in combat, they are pretty much useless in combat. I have found you can actually, when you level up part of your Technomancer skill and etc., you'll actually be able to heal them. Actually, that's in the science tree. Yeah, in the science feat there, you can actually heal them. But I just found I pretty much just let them do their own thing, and you can give them orders of attack, defense bonus. I'm gonna go over the skill tree and other stuff in a separate video, just to go over that. But yeah, I pretty much just let them do whatever they wanted. It didn't really affect me too much. Half the time I found them fighting myself, but near the end I felt pretty overpowered. Once I got the timing down to the fighting, dodging, etc. And actually when I got a feat actually where I could dodge, do the critical dodge, and I would slow down time, I pretty much just became this walking, talking death dealer. And then I started to expand on the Technomancer tree a little bit. I just thought I got some protective armor, upped my electrical charges a little bit. Quite well done. I felt quite well done. I think you could play. I'm gonna probably play through again a couple times, try the different styles. But I felt the Rogue suited me best. This game, what I love, heavy emphasis on choices. This story can play out many ways. There is one certain part of it. I won't get into spoilers again. But you really can't change too much about that. But you can affect quite a bit of everything else and how you handle it, etc. Like I said, it can go many, many ways. And some stuff you do in the end, beginning, will affect you very much later on. So kind of be aware of that, of the choices you make. They do stick with you. Yeah, it's very much nice to see a game that promises that and delivers. Very much reminds me of Knights of the Old Republic, first Dragon Age. Very well done. Yeah, graphically, not as pretty as The Witcher 3, but it's better than Fallout 4. It kind of falls in between somewhere there, right akin to there. And it is quite nice. A lot of side quests. I like side quests. It will take you about 25 hours just to get through the main quest. But the side quests are about as beefy as the main storyline. You will find yourself doing quite a bit of those. But also be aware that a lot of side quests can affect other factions because there's a faction system as well. You do something for one faction, it will upset another faction. And if you need their help later on, they might not be there to help you. Alright, let's talk about combat then back for a minute. The combat. It actually is a pretty great combat system, though. I will find later on when I was going through the city of Ophir, later on, enemies respawn quite quickly. And I travel across the city, I ended up fighting the same people many times. Combat-wise, I was a little there's not a ton of variety of enemies. There are about 3 epic, like, big monster battles. But I don't think they take advantage of that enough. Yeah, but there's a big monster battle on your first mission that is just probably about the best battle I did have. Yeah, my rogue class can't take a lot of hits, so I did find that very fun because I couldn't take a lot of hits. Probably with more of the shield class, tanking, you would probably be able to take a lot more hits. I did actually get a couple of the passive skills in that to try to help out my damage resistance. Yeah, but couldn't take a lot of hits, but once I got the dodging down, it was quite well. I'm very anxious to try the other trees. Also with character customization. Sorry ladies, you get a choice of being a man in this one. That's kind of what the storyline. So, but you can do a lot of custom. There's some basic customization to change your look. I kind of just went with the basic average guy. He looks okay, I thought. And you can change your armor a little bit. You can change your armor a little bit with the crafting system. I really didn't find myself using it that much. It's just, I didn't feel like it helped me out that much. I really didn't need it. I probably might work with that in some of the end game, but let's say once I got the dodging down, combat was not a problem to me. Okay, now let's talk about some of the cons in the game. There are a few, though not many. I found myself hard pressed. I did want to make sure this is a fair review, so I did, take great care to list things I didn't like, etc. Yeah, a lot of you end up a lot of fighting times fighting the exact same enemies because you will try to be back traveling across different locations for. Because you do get a lot of missions that you can try to space out so you do all the missions in the same area once, but you'll occasionally have to go back to the same areas. You will be fighting a lot of the same guys over and over again. So that was a little monotonous after a while. They do have a stealth mechanic in this game, but it's really hard to. You can get a sneak attack and sneak attack, and eventually take out one guy, but the rest are gonna notice. So the stealth, I really didn't use it too much. You can't really stealth past everyone, so I didn't use it. I'm gonna talk about the big thing, the day-night cycle. I know they get the immersive kind of feel for it, but I just didn't. You never really see the sun go up, sun go down. It could pretty much just be the same time of day to me. You couldn't really tell. So I like how it's immersive. You do get an XP bonus if you do rest. For a while. So it's a little bit immersive, but I just didn't feel the need for it. And also there's kind of a big down for me. When you join, not too much spoilery, but when you join up with your official position, and you get a mission right off the bat, and it's a timed mission, and you only get about a day to do it. And it's just like you just got thrust into the world, and you're like, what? And it's like on the other side of the map, and it's not like, and the map system is kind of wonky. I mean, there's a lot of twists and turns in these cities, tunnels, etc. And sometimes I do find myself getting occasionally lost. I do remember a time I could not find the one person I was supposed to talk to. It took me about an hour It just turns out I had not looked to my left, and there was an off passage that wasn't showing on the map. Yeah, so just little things like that kind of irked me a little bit. I said the music's okay. I would like a little bit more variety, but it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. The combat, though, yeah, I said the AI didn't really feel like it was part of the fight for the most part. Kind of lacking. You can't really give them an attack so-and-so orders. You can give them kind of stances, you know, attack or defense. But other than that, you really can't mess with them too much. But that'll probably get to one big gripe about the game, though. As serum, it's kind of the currency. The lifeblood, you know, it's everybody's serum is pretty much your currency. It's the big thing everybody's about. But I have so much serum, I don't even know what to do with. I wouldn't even, because you know it affects your negative karma when you kill somebody. You can take, you can drain them, take serum. I never really had to. Never really had to. You can take it also from monsters, no penalty there. But I ended up having so much serum at the end, I never spent it. The merchants and vendors, they never really had anything better than what I already had when I got in drops and stuff. So I pretty much never used the vendors, never talked to them. I pretty much had an abundance of serum till near the end. Yeah, that's just otherwise like the med kit injections, like the health injections. I pretty much stockpiled a ton of those. I never actually used the force injections, or focus injections. I apologize. I'm thinking of KOTR. Yeah, focus injections, because pretty much I never really had to use my powers too much enough where I ran out. Of course, your play style can of course vary. But serum, that's my one big complaint. Is the merchant system? I didn't really, I never needed it. Nothing I needed to buy. Yeah, the crafting system. It's nice it's there, but they really didn't, I think, expand upon that enough to make it, you know, really worthwhile. But overall, I'm going to give you my final thoughts on this. Definitely go pick it up. The Technomancer, gotta be, if anything else doesn't come out, I'd probably say my top RPG of the year. Just the music, the universe, everything blends so well. Combat really well done. There's a couple times I did get cheap shotted by AI. Sometimes you can get boxed in, but other than that, the combat is great. Skill tree is really nice. The companions are fleshed out. It's not the best voice acting in the world, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good cast on that. Storyline, very well done. Choices do matter. Like I said, guys, this is my probably going to be my top RPG of the year. So it's got a couple little technical things. But otherwise, it is a great game. So I would definitely advise you picking that up. PC, Xbox One, or PS4. It's really quite great. So be sure to check out tonight. I will be live streaming this. Probably some of the end game. Then we might start breaking new character. But I'm going to give my official score 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I think I'm just lacking a couple little things. Could have been done better. But 9 out of 10. I really, really enjoyed that. So hope you guys check it out. I'll be doing a couple other videos on the Technomancer, skill trees, some setup, etc. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button. It does help out a lot. And I will see you guys in the next video.